Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be doing exercise 2.1 from your 11th standard NCERT second chapter relations and functions. I have done a video on important basics of this exercise and the NCERT examples of this exercise. That's my previous video. Please check that out. It's a short video. It's just about 14 minutes, I guess. See, please have a look at that so that you have a complete idea of how to solve the exercise very quickly. Now, without further ado, let's start. So the first question is, if x by 3 plus 1 comma y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 5 by 3 comma 1 by 3, find x and y. Very simple. I'll be doing it very quickly because it makes no sense when you take a lot of time for such type of questions, right? So now since the denominators are equal, you can eliminate them, and x plus 3 is equal to 5, right? So 3 goes on to your right hand side, 5 minus 3 becomes 2, so x is equal to 2. Moving on to y value, same, take the LCM, 3y minus 2 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3, eliminate 3, and 3y is equal to, left hand side moving on to right hand side becomes plus, so 2 plus 1 is 3, and y is equal to 3 by 3, which is 1. So the values are 2 comma 1 if I'm not wrong. Now moving on to the second question. A has 3 elements. Okay, the question says, if A has 3 elements and set B is equal to 3, 4, 5, find the number of elements in A cross B. Now you should know this point or a hint that if element A has 3 elements, set A has 3 elements and set B has 3 elements, then the cross product will have 3 into 3, which is 9 elements. Okay, please keep this in mind. Okay, so how many number of elements are there? If they ask you, you will have to multiply the number of elements into the number of elements in the second set. You will get your number of elements in A cross B. So 3 elements into 1, 2, 3. There are 3 elements. So 3 into 3 is 9. So there are 9 elements in A cross B. Hope you understood. Moving on to the third question. It says G is equal to, if G is equal to 7 by 8 and 7 comma 8 and H is equal to 5 comma 4 comma 2, find G cross H and H cross G. Very quickly we'll do it because all of you know how do you perform cross product, right? So 7 with each of the elements of set H. Okay, so 7 comma 4 and 7 comma 2. Very quickly, because this is a very simple chapter. 8 comma 5, 8 comma 4 and 8 comma 2. Done with G cross H. Let's move on to H cross G. Now you'll have to take this element first and then cross it with each and every element of G. That is 5 comma 7, 5 comma 8, 4 comma 7, 4 comma 8, 2 comma 7, 2 comma 8. So this is your both G cross H and H cross G. Hope you understood. Moving on to the question number 4. Now the question number 4 says state whether each of the following statements are true or false. If the statement is false, rewrite the given statement correctly. So the first statement is P is equal to M comma N and Q is equal to N comma M. P cross Q is what? Now first let us perform. What is P cross Q? Okay, what is P cross Q? M comma N, M comma M, N comma N, N comma M. This is P cross Q. Now is this equal to this? No. So this statement is false. Okay, moving on to the third statement, because the second statement is very simple. I'll show you guys what it is. If you see the second statement, it says if A and B are non-empty sets, then A cross B is a non-empty set of ordered pair x comma y such that x belongs to A and y belongs to B. Both A and B are non-empty sets. Okay, and A cross B is also non-empty set of ordered pair x comma y. Is that true? Obviously yes, because such that x is belonging to A and y is belonging to B. Now x is belonging to A. See the order, A cross B is happening here, not B cross A. And they're telling x is belonging to A. So yes, x is belonging to A and y is belonging to B. This is very simple, nothing to think about. It has to just be in order. So this is true. Okay, the second statement is true. Now moving on to third one. Okay, if A is equal to 1, 2. Sorry for that focus problem. Yeah, if A is equal to 1, 2 and B is equal to 3, 4, then A cross B intersection phi, or the null set, you call it as the null set actually, is equal to null. Okay, the symbol's name is phi. Don't worry, don't get confused now. A is equal to 1, 2. Okay, they are asking, let us perform this first and then check. Okay, now what is A? 1, 2 cross, what is B intersection null set? B intersection null set, the elements which is common to null set and B is what? Null set only. Correct? There is no element that is common to both 3, 4 and 0. So it is going to be a null set only. And any set, cross product of null set will be what? Null set only. Don't think much. Intersection or cross product of any set along with a null set is null set only. So the third statement is also true. Hope you understood. Moving on to fifth question, it's very simple. There is a similar problem in your example, so that's the reason I've told you to check my previous video, because there is a similar problem of this in my previous video, that is your NCERT examples. So yeah, how do you proceed? First do A cross A and then cross it with A. Okay, so first A cross A, which is -1, 1 cross -1, 1. Okay, for reference you write it down twice so that it's easy to check in cross product. -1 into -1, -1, -1, -1, 1. Okay, 1, -1 and 1, 1. Okay, this product or this result, now this one you cross it with -1, 1. Now each set with one element, not each element with element, not -1, -1, -1, 1. No, that is the biggest mistake. Okay, you will get confused sometimes. So you'll have 3 elements here. First the first set, first element -1. Okay, 3 elements in one subset, -1, -1, the second element is 1. Done with this subset. Moving on to the second subset, -1, 1, first element -1. Okay, -1, 1, second element. Next, -1, moving on to the third subset, 1, -1, -1. Okay, again 1, -1, second element is what? 1. Moving on to the last subset, 1, 1, first element -1, 1, 1, second element 1. So this is A cross A cross A. Hope you understood. Moving on to the sixth question, it's very simple. You just have to separate the elements of both set A and B. So if A cross B is equal to A, X, A, Y, B, X and B, Y, what is A, B? It's very simple. Take the first subset. Obviously the first subset has to be the resultant of the first element of A and first element of B. So you're sorted over there. That is, elements present in A are A first, right? And B is X, correct? Because first is A cross B. So A cross B, the element of A and element of B. So A and B elements are A, X. Moving on to the second subset, A, Y. A is already small a is the big A's sub element, right? Now the second element has to be the element of the second set, that is B. So X, Y. Okay, moving on to the third subset, B, X. This has to be the element of set A, right? Ordered pair. Remember, ordered pair every time. The first element has to belong to the first set and the second element has to belong to the second set. So this is the element of A now. Moving on to the third one, B, Y. B is already the element of A, we have seen, and Y, yes, Y is the element of B. So elements of A are A, B, B are X, Y. This is how you separate the elements from a given relation. Okay. Moving on to the seventh question. A is equal to 1, 2. let A is equal to 1, 2 and B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and C is equal to 5, 6 and D is equal to 5, 6, 7, 8. Verify that A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C. Very simple. It's all about you had learnt about union and intersection, right? You just have to apply that and cross product. That's it. So A is what? 1, 2 cross. What is B intersection C? Elements common to both B and C is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a null set. There is nothing common to both B and C. Moving on to the second one, A cross B. Let us perform A cross B first. 1 along with 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 2 along with 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is your cross product. This set union A cross C. A cross C. So 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5 and 2, 6. Okay. Now what is the intersection? That is the elements common to both this set and this set. Let us find out. Is 1, 1. Are you able to see any elements similar or same in both these sets? I am not able to see anything repeating. That is there 1, 4 anywhere here, or 1, 2 or 2, 2 or 2, 3, 2, 4? No. This is a null set. And I have taught you already that any set cross product of null set or any set intersection of null set is always a null set. Okay. So this is also null. Hence verified. Moving on to the second statement that we have to verify. A cross C is the subset of B cross D. Now how to perform A cross C? You guys know it so well already. 1 with 5 and 6. 2 with 5 and 6. Okay. This is A cross C. Now let us perform B cross D to check if that is a subset. Okay. B cross D. Now this is a bigger set. I'll do it in the next line. Okay. B cross D. 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8. 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8. Be very quick. This is very simple concept. 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3, 8. The last element 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 7 and 4, 8. So this is your set B cross D. Now, is this the subset of this? That is, the elements present in A cross C are all of them present in B cross D is the meaning of subset. So is 1, 5 there? Yes. 1, 6? Yes. 2, 5? Yes, it's here. And 2, 6, it's here. Yes. So yes, A cross C is the subset of B cross D. This is the symbol of subset. Hope you understood. Okay. Now moving on to the 8th question. It says let A is equal to 1, 2 and B is equal to 3, 4. Write A cross B. How many subsets will A cross B have? List them. Write A cross B. First perform A cross B. First element with each and every element of the second set. Second element. Done. This is your A cross B. How many subsets will A cross B have? Okay, what are the subsets basically? How many? You will have to understand a simple tip or a trick, whatever you call it. The number of subsets that they can have is null set. I'll show you how to list the subsets basically. Null set is a subset of all the sets that you remember. Okay. Now the subset is, this itself is a subset 1, 3. Now this itself is a subset 1, 4. 2, 3 is also itself a subset and 2, 4 is also itself a subset. So far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subsets are done. Moving on. Can these two be grouped as one subset? Yes. 1, 3 and 1, 4. Yes. Okay. Now again, can these two be grouped as a subset? Yes. 2, 3 and 2, 4. Okay. Now can these two be grouped as a subset? Yes, you can. Now similarly, take 3, take all the 4 ones. Like that, there are so many subsets that you'll get. Now, since there are just few elements, we can list them. Okay. But there might be sets which have so many elements. That time, will you sit and list them down when they've asked you? If they are asking list them down, list them down. If they are not asking you to list it, continue. Okay. Continue. And to understand where to stop, or how will you know how many elements are there, how many subsets are there? Very simple. What is the number of elements in one subset? 2. What are the number of subsets? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the power 4. 2 to the power 4 is what? 16. So there are going to be 16 elements. Now I taught you how to find the subsets. Please continue. Stop when all the subsets are over and count them. You should have 16 elements. Okay. Now this is a homework for you. Continue. Take 2, 2. Now 2 are done. Take 3, 3 now. Take these 3. Take these 3. Okay. Hope you understood. Very simple. Sorry if that was not seen. There you go. This 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. You have to continue. Okay. Moving on to question number 9. It's very simple. Let A and B be two sets such that the number of elements in A is 3 and the number of elements in B is 2. 2 elements in set B and 3 elements in set A. If x, 1, y, 2 and z, 1 are in A cross B, that is, this is the solution for A cross B cross product, find A and B, where x, y, z are distinct elements. They are asking to find out the set A and B. Very simple, as I've taught you. Take the first subset. Okay, sorry. It's x, 1. Take the first subset. Obviously, this is of the set A and this is of the set B. So the first element of set A is x. Moving on to B, the first element of set B is 1. Similarly, take the second one. Okay. Now again, this has to be the element of A only. Okay. This has to be the element of A. And again, this, for this subset also, this has to be the element of A. All the first ones, ordered pair. Remember the word ordered pair. A cross B. So A will have the first element of the subsets is the elements of set A. So x, y, z, and the second one, 1, I've already written, 2 and 1, need not repeat it again. Okay, so according to the question, number of elements in A is 3, you got 3, and number of elements in set B is 2, you've got